Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ignited Minds. Today, we will be hosting a podcast with one of our coordinators in Malawi, Cedric. Cedric has dedicated his life to the cause of education and is not just an educator, but a catalyst for change, working tirelessly to uplift the prospects of young minds. With a background in the world of education, he has been a driving force between several educational organizations and has helped us tremendously as well. As we begin this podcast, we're privileged to have him here to share insight into his journey and his contributions to various educational initiatives. So, Cedric, could you please introduce yourself and provide us with a background of what you do with these different organizations?
Well, thank you so much. My name is Cedric Wille. I am a humanitarian, administrator, management officer by profession, as well as an education specialist. I have intensively worked in the education sector as well as in the youth sector for a number of years. And currently, I am working in a religious and governmental organization called CCP Blantyre Synod Health and Development Commission as its executive director. Yeah, so my role is to coordinate the work of Ignited Minds in Malawi by identifying schools and needed students to participate in our mentorship sessions in secondary schools as part of my contribution to the country. I'm very much passionate to see the youth growing and developing their intellectual skills that lead them into becoming reliable professionals and citizens in Malawi. That at the end of the day, they'll be able to compete with other students or graduates from other schools globally. Thank you.
So, these transformative initiatives are often sparked by powerful stories or personal experience. What inspired you to get involved with Ignited Minds? And could you share any experiences you've had with us?
Yeah, so like my motivation to work with Ignited Minds came after having an interactive session with the leadership of Ignited Minds from the United States of America. And so their vision aligned very well with my dream. And I decided to take part in contributing to the development of my country by making sure that the youth in high schools are mentored to become critical thinkers in whatsoever they do. So, yeah, oh yes. So the time I have been with the Ignited Minds, I have noticed the passion in the team to develop a curriculum that will mentor students from developing countries like Malawi to perform globally. So yeah, the team is very organized and committed to support learning, which is something that is a motivation to me as well. So yeah, but since the time we started, I have seen the youth interacting very well, knowing that seeing that they have now they've started developing skills, interpersonal skills that we were lacking before the sessions started. Yeah, sure.
So you mentioned that Malawi was more of a developing nation facing a different set of challenges, particularly in the realm of education and also humanitarian issues. So what specific challenges have you seen Ignited Minds address in this community through either STEM, mentoring, or community service?
Oh yeah, so like ICT, it's not very common in most schools in Malawi. And so to see Ignited Minds introducing the STEM classes with our first cohort, I think to me that's a milestone. And as I said, this is not very common. And to have students get an exposure to computer lessons vis-a-vis having them even virtually, I think this is something this is an extra mile that we have gone so far. So I would say that we have started very well with 2 schools out of the 8 schools that we planned to start with. But for a starter, I think that's very good. and the curriculum is made in a way that it supports students learning. It supports student continuous learning, and so currently we are mobilizing resources to support needed students in one of the areas that were hugely affected with the cyclone Friday. But at the same time, we are also mobilizing resources to support these schools that we are doing the mentorship sessions, as well as the community in the impact areas that we are working in. So schools like Nkurambe Primary School, as well as Makawan Primary School in Palombe District, are some of the two schools that we have earmarked to support with his basic school needs, like uniform, clothes, textbooks, exercise books, pencils and pens, erasers and rulers, and many more. At the same time, we are also looking forward to supporting the communities with the food items like food, maize flour, beans, and salt, so that we also support their nutrition value to the community. Yeah, so far so good, and we're looking forward for more response from our well-wishers and supporters to join hands in alleviating poverty, and at the same time also bringing in education handy to those people who could not be able to access quality education via our online sessions. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that must be thank you for sharing your stories. Do you have any personal stories of how Ignited Minds has started impacting young people in Malawi?
Oh yeah, so like I said, we've started with two schools and with the mentorship sessions, and I have seen that the students in these schools, they have developed passion to start loving science subjects, which is a clear sign that these students will over and above will be over and above those who are not participating in these uh, uh, classes. So yeah, it is one way that it builds critical thinking as well as problem solving skills. So with the initiative, I see students developing a career path in high schools, which has always been a problem in Malawi. For example, in Malawi, students are given a lot of subjects to concentrate. But with the mentorship sessions, now they'll be able to choose to say, okay, I want to do engineering. I want to be a computer scientist. So they'll be able, right from high school, they'll be able to identify their career path depending on the area of interest that they are taking now. Though some would like to be scientists, and I'm sure the STEM will be able also to mentor them and bring them on board to start living an area that will greatly help them to develop academically at the same time professionally. Yeah, so yeah, Ignited Minds is doing great, and I have seen the love of the students in terms of now their passion to develop uh, their career path through the mentorship sessions that we have started. I have personally liked it because my work even aligns very well with the module that has, I mean, the curriculum that has been prepared. I will also be part of the learners because I want also to sharpen my data management skills. That's my area of interest. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you. We're trying to help as many people as we can, and uh, it's awesome to hear that so many people are able to switch their or choose a specific interest based on the different classes that we offer, and that's the reason that we do it. Could you also tell us any uh, future impact that we might be able to have and how we can further work with local communities there to ensure relevant and sustainable programs?
Yeah, so Ignited Minds is greatly impacting the lives of communities here through its charity and STEM initiatives so far. And my thinking is that provision of ICT gadgets in the selected schools to support student learning is a key to transforming communities. And secondly, on a long-term plan now, maybe we could be thinking of constructing an academy where learners selected to this academy will have to be mentored in the STEM learning. Um, and then to me, I think these approaches will not only equip the students, but also the nation at large, since it will provide an open door for more learners to come, thereby transforming their lives nationwide. Yeah, so to sum it up, yes, the charity work and the STEM initiative is hugely doing great, and and supporting learning in the communities, and at the same time for a long as long-term plan now, construction of an academy where learners will be able now to have an intensive lessons right from the beginning, and then connect them also to other universities abroad where they can go and further their studies will be an ideal, and that would be very much appreciated.
Yeah, we hope to do anything we can help. Being able to
Yeah.
set up our own learning area would definitely be uh, a huge help to students there, and we hope we can do it soon. We
Yeah, sure.
also noticed that there's a wide range of a lack of access to technology and resources that have been quite a challenge for us to conduct lessons on a usual schedule. So, how have you seen Ignited Minds address this issue and still try to provide STEM resources in Malawi?
Yeah, so it is true that Malawi has got challenges as far as provision of ICT material is concerned in its schools. Um, Only private high schools are able to provide ICT equipment, depriving the privilege and advantages of those community schools which do not have any gadget. For example, one of the schools that we are working with uh, do not have even a computer at the school. Whenever we are having our sessions, teachers volunteer their smartphones for learners to use. And so currently I've seen Ignited Minds mobilizing some Chrome books to be shipped over to Malawi to assist now these students so that at least they fully participate and they can even take lessons while they are at home during weekends, and just go into the YouTube and save and download and watch the demos. Yeah, so this is one of the areas that I think Ignited Minds is doing, and we're looking forward to seeing this happening very soon. Yeah, so sure, I think that's what I can say. So as we are speaking, um, mobilization of a set of ICT materials for the first learners is underway to reduce the burden of lack of ICT materials among students here in Malawi. So thumbs up to Ignited Minds for the initiative. Yeah, bringing ICT just closer to the students and right in their schools and in their homes. So I don't take it for granted personally. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, we hope to provide them with anything that might help them with their learning, and having internet access and different types of technology can definitely help them in so many different career paths, and just providing them with an overall bigger choice of what they want to do in the future. So looking
Yes.
forward to these different ideas and new technologies, what do you hope to achieve with Ignited Minds? And is there anything specific you would like to see us address?
Yes, I will repeat, I think like I said earlier, a construction of a center of learning where learners will come and do STEM master classes while going through the local curriculum. That would be an idea. And then as to specific issues that I would like to see us being addressed, yeah, then the capacity building to help communities address their own problems using locally available resources will be also a great idea, because this is in line in long term, rather in the long term. It is a long term, but short and medium terms would be creating exchange visits for learners who are doing well to travel abroad to get exposed and compete even with their friends globally. So yeah, if Ignited Minds is looking into that perspective, then I think we are going greatly to reduce or address the challenges that we are facing here in Malawi. Introduction of a learning center, as well as introducing exchange visits to those students who are doing very well to go and compete with their friends globally.
Yeah, we will try to do as many things as possible and try to help them as in many ways as possible, and just see them expand their own love for STEM. So for any
Yes.
of our listeners who may want to support us and help these students as well, what are some ways that they could contribute to this overall mission and how they could help the students as well?
Yeah, so to our listeners worldwide, my appeal is to ask them to support us achieving our mission, to empower high school students, um, and engaging mentally of material science, robotics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, maths, computer science components at no cost. So for us, we realize this. We need support with Chromebooks or tablets, to school supplies like textbooks, exercise books, and even logistical support for the coordinating office. Yeah, otherwise, we know that our viewers and listeners worldwide are eager to support eradicating poverty in Malawi through Ignited Minds using the STEM master classes that we have studied so far. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Cedric, for uh, giving me the opportunity to ask you these questions. It definitely was eye-opening to hear what we've been able to do and what we can also do in the future. Is there anything else that you would like to mention?
Currently, no. I think I just appreciate Pranav for initiating this meeting, and to all our viewers, thank you so much for subscribing to our YouTube channel, and please don't hesitate to visit even our website for more work that we are doing here in Malawi. Thank you.
For anyone who wants to get involved, please visit our website and donate or register to be a volunteer to help these students in Malawi, and we can all work together to help them with their STEM journeys and give them the best chance for a better future. Thank you for joining us, and uh, we hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you again, Cedric.